There's a house. Sleeping in the gutter, then that's an ability.
Can't slow down.
Worm's Crossing. This place has been a haven. The Harpers were less than welcome in the city proper.
Seems hard to imagine your efforts haven't always been appreciated.
Finest fish caught this morning. What'll it be? Come back soon.
Very well.
Doesn't make any sense.
You look like someone whose soul needs feeding. Care to buy some art? Do come again.
Fine fruits for a fine taste bud.
If you're here to shop, just buy what's needed, all right? Some people are panic buying. Let's not add to the problem.
Fruit, vegetables. What can I do you for? If you're hungry, you...
My mother and father.
Certified non-magical
Noses.
flavor guaranteed.
I don't mind it. Honestly.
Well, I do. Which means we're getting a real...
Wonder what's past this.
Whatever's behind that lock, it's being watched closely. Best to step.
I will not. It is our chance to start over.
Sir, good, sir. Give me 3 days and... Oh, apologies. Thought you were someone else. Greetings, so forth, so on. The landlord, Sir Frago Antuna. A most generous soul, I assure you.
We lingered long enough. We should return for the ceremony.
We have time. The runaway is still missing after all. Nothing happens until he's found.
One more mark, then we can go.
The Master said we have enough. The Black Mass is ready to begin.
It's not for the Master. It's for me. I want a beating heart there, ready for me when the Mass is complete, and we're finally granted our freedom. After 200 years of rats, I think we deserve a real drink.
There is no time. We are expected back at the palace.
Relax. The Black Mass won't start until Master drags Astarion from whatever hole he's hiding in. We have time to find one more person. What did you say?
Of course not. We were merely discussing a celebration to be held in the palace of Cazador Zal.
You should come! It'll be the talk of Baldur's Gate. Oh, great! The palace looks out over the lower city. You won't be able to miss it.
Forgive us for not escorting you there, but my brother and I must attend to another matter first.
Yes, dear sister, I know we have places to be. We'll leave once our good friends here have departed. I look forward to seeing you at the palace, though. It'll be a once-in-a-lifetime experience. I promise. Just think, soon we'll feel the sun on our skin. After all this time. Doesn't make any sense.
Now, what do you reckon, lass? You trust these steel watcher thingamajigs? Aye, I'll second that. It's all right, well, we can get work repairing them, but what happens when they build something else to do that? It's no good, I tell you.
I think the master plans to expand his territory. An art.
All right, time to skulk about. With a flick of the wrist. I just want a little look. Might be useful. A list of names. These tunnels were full of shapeshifters. Father Lorgan's name is written here too. Are those organs in these vials? Yuck. Blood near the bed.
Wherever we go, ye gods, let there be something green.
Still breathing, despite everything. Out of sight, out of mind.
You notice some blood has pooled on the wooden floor. The blood seems to have dried out over the course of a few days. You can't make out where it comes from.
I wonder what the next move is.
You notice some blood has pooled on the wooden floor. You notice the blood's source, a body hidden under the bed.
I should have worn better boots.
I know this key. It's identical to the one held by that corpse in the tunnels. I could go for a good meal. For me?
What now? Don't mind if I do.
Never wanted the easy path.
Softer than a whisper.
Well, I do. Which means we're getting a real...
Should mind my step. Cursed to put my hands on everything. I have something to ask.
A weary traveller, battered and bruised, you come for sustenance, no decadence. A mien cool as ice, yet eyes burning hot. Oh yes, I know your bliss. A sturdy dwarf, a leather whip, she gives, you receive. Or have I misjudged you? Am I? Your eyes tell a story, sweeting. You crave more than pleasure, you crave penance. It's Fionn you seek, our stern librarian. She isn't here today, alas. Your penance must wait. Well, we've other ways to fill your void. A drink for one, a pair of drow for another. Choose your sin. by the mother of cats, I pray she didn't suffer. I'll miss that face. Else, the regulars will miss her more. They swarmed her like honeybees at the hive. Oh. Losing Fionn slashed a big hole in my coin purse. I should get to replacing her. Sweeting. This is Baldur's Gate. I've seen more murders than a butcher's right eye. There'll be time for tears. Cruel as it is, I must turn my mind to business, or, more precisely, the lack of it. I have little coin, but I offer sin in abundance. Talk with the Drow twins in the tap room. They're legends among the regulars, almost myths. Tell them they're your gift from the Mamselle, and let them show you why. Anything else on your mind, sweeting?
What's cooking? Listen.
Come to pay your respects to the real lady of the house, I see. What a clever creature you are. It's your lucky day. I am receiving compliments at this time, and you are most welcome to make an offering. Oh, you are quite correct. I consider them one of my finest features. The unwashed rabble who frequent this establishment have much to learn from your deference, and I must suffer their foibles alone. But they do say a burden shared is a burden halved. Can't you hear from here? They're talking about the new top cat in the criminal underbelly. Go and listen for yourself. As for them personally, one never washes and instead douses himself with rose oil, while the other can't hold his drink. The Drow, two of our most popular courtesans. A night with them seems to be rather life-changing, if you can afford it. Of course, they are siblings, but judging from the throngs of clients they draw, most of the city is as disgusting as they are. That's rather a broad topic. We get all sorts here. But there is one frequent visitor whose very presence offends me. He dresses fabulously, but stinks of the hells. Something infernal, to be sure. Abhorrent.
now? Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
What's that?
Sleeping in the gutter.
Guts. Should have dumped a lot of them.
I can't believe I got kicked out.
Light on my feet.
Wanna dance?
My faith protects me.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Murdered by my son. He'll meet there's ashes. Baldur. Dwarf like me, dresses in red.
The corpse remains silent. It does not know.
Found his secret. My sweet boy. Why?
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
Oh, I could go for a good meal.
Let's get going.
Rich guts. Should have dumped a lot of them.
No one stopped me yet.
To expand this territory. Candle.
Dare guess at them.
Moving ahead.
Isn't right. On his leash.
Seems like a good moment to talk.
Now, that there's a face I'd remember if I'd seen it. Welcome to Sharess's Caress. What can Hoots do for you, stranger? You got a taste for ale, I reckon. Or maybe... Ah, forget it. My new brew could drop you in the wink of a spectator's eye. Oh, you're one of those types. Rude as you are sneaky. My business is slinging tankards, not hoarding secrets. I'd like to keep it that way. But you poke some folk hard enough, they're bound to squeal. And Mamselle Elmira there looks about ready to burst. Have a look. All set, are you? All set, are you?
Let's see.
On his leash.
I put it on especially for you.
Cabaret here featuring Roll the Despoiler. The highest kicks in Baldur's Gate guaranteed.
Rumple, that blacksmith was paying me
My. I can tell you are a special one from a single glance. You have but to ask, and we can grant you a moment of pleasure. Don't be shy. Silly. We are the gift. One free ride with me or my brother.
Or perhaps you have greater ambitions yet. Trust me, you don't want to miss my signature Mesobaranzan love trick. We will only allow that if we know there is an evening of exceptional pleasure awaiting us. Usually, one darling alone is not enough to match the two of us.
Return to us if you have a lover willing to take part. The pangs of warrior cast often over Madame Elmira nowadays. Do you think we've done something wrong?
Fucking shapeshifter. She'll try to break our best asset, our trust. Fortunately, she's no match for our second best asset, me.
I'm ready.
Let's move.
Orin's little display was just intended to rattle us. We mustn't let her succeed. We need to stay alert all the same. And that's where we need to go. My parents are in there somewhere.
Couldn't get us off your mind, could you?
Ah, you're lucky, sister.
I'll be a little treat for you, then. This way. We have a room upstairs over yonder side.
If not over, then through.
Devil's Den.
Don't take it off later. I want to give it a good rumple.
I must keep going.
What to do? Very well. Bet I can crack that open.
Don't I put it on especially for you?
Don't take it off later. Play it. I want to give it a good rumple.
One chicken wing. Oh yeah, well, I tell you now. Yeah, you got that right. Oh, good. The guild. Yeah. That's what I heard.
Tongue, spoon. Cow.
Oh, sorry. You're not careful.
That'll be. You have the key to my heart in that sweet dress.
I put it on especially for you.
Isn't right.
Don't take it off later. I want to give it a good rumble.
I should speak up. You can stare as much as you like.
Paying me to use the clamping device.
My, you don't be shy.
Oh, trust me, you don't want to miss my
I'll be a little treat for you then. This way. We have a room up.
At least things have stayed interesting. These boots have seen everything.
This way. Come. Come.
Your tongue, spoon. You have the key to my heart in that. Sorry.
You came. I'm so pleased. You can never tell who's going to get cold feet. So, now that you're here, what next? An experience no one else here will give you. A chance to be embraced in the dark. But what that means is up to you. And of course, there's no charge. Anything for someone who helped find Fionn. So, what can I do for you? A tender touch? Some sensory stimulation? Then, let's begin.
In the darkness, you can feel hands moving over your body, touching, squeezing, caressing.
Your body is such a treat. I'm so glad you chose to share it with me. So glad we have this time together.
Her hands slip under your clothes, running down your chest, your stomach, between your legs. You drag your tongue in a winding line from beneath her earlobe down along her collarbone.
Thank you. Thank you.
You hold her so tightly, enveloping her in your arms. Her heart starts to flutter faster, like that of a small animal. You're not sure how long your time together lasted, but it was long enough. By the end, you felt like you were floating in the dark, utterly at peace.
That was wonderful. Perhaps you'll enjoy a drink in the bar before you brave the streets again. Even in the best of times, it's an oasis of pleasure and calm in the city's chaos. With Baldur's Gate preparing for war, the caress feels like the final flicker of a beautiful flame before darkness falls.
Let's see what this does. With a flick of the wrist. What's hiding here?
I'm glad you came. Not to my door, not yet, but to the final reckoning. One more thing before we begin, though.
For the first time since the Nautiloid, your mind is clear. It's unsettling.
Wouldn't that be exquisite? But no. I'm afraid the tadpole is still there. But I did shut out your other visitor for a while, so we can enjoy some privacy. The Illithid can't hear us.
Huh. What's the catch?
I brought you here because I'm true to my word, and I can make all of this tadpole business go away. Which means you and your lovely friends can remain blessedly free of tentacles. Let us speak plain. I'll admit, you've impressed me. I wasn't sure you'd make it this far. But no matter how far you come, you're still on the road to ruin. A road that leads directly to a confrontation with the Elder Brain. At best, it will kill you and everyone else in this city. At worst, it will assimilate you, and you won't have enough free will left to even wish you were dead. You have the key to destroying it in the palm of your hand, though. Very perceptive. Yes. I can give you the means to break him free. I suppose you'd rather suck on the Emperor's tentacles till the end of your days? Orpheus is your only hope of surviving this horror show without devolving into an Illithid. To you, he will be a friend. After all, you're at war with an Elder Brain. No, Orpheus is the only reason you're still alive. The Emperor is abusing the gift for its own ends. And it's doing the same to you. You're nothing more than the beast of burden that will transport it to the Elder Brain. An ox requires food, and the occasional beating to keep it moving. You are simpler. The Emperor's words serve as both carrot and stick.
Perhaps it is true that Orpheus would ally with you against the Elder Brain. But if he proves uncooperative once free, you may have to kill him.
The Orphic Hammer. An artifact capable of shattering the chains that hold Prince Orpheus is held securely in my House of Hope, even now. Isn't it just? And it's even more convenient that you can give me exactly what I want in return.
There it is. Of course.
I want the crown that dominates the Elder Brain. Better to have it in my hands, and far from your precious world, than in the hands of the gods and monsters that fight over this city's soul. Power, ancient and full of wonder. I have craved it ever since the arch-wizard Kisx created it, long centuries ago, and brought doom to the Empire of Netheril. That was the great age of humanity, and Netheril's flying sky cities were the apex of civilization. I was there the day it all fell apart. Entire cities plummeted from the sky like angels with broken wings. The screams, oh, the screams. Hundreds of thousands of people watching in horror as the ground came up to meet them. It was not a happy meeting. And Kisx was responsible. Not driven by malice, but by ambition. He forged a crown imbued with all the powers of magic. A crown that would make any who wore it a god. Men cannot contain so much power. The crown destroyed its creator, and his empire fell with him. Kisx's folly, the bards and scholars call it. I call it hope. The hope of creating a better world, and the perils of unchecked hubris. I knew then that the folly of mortals could be the triumph of devils, and that I could use that crown to unite the Nine under one Archdevil Supreme. Me.
Zariel wouldn't like that much. But even I'm not so desperate to spite her I'd put the hells in this bastard's hands.
Oh, I'm sorry, you were serious? The crown has laid low all who attempt to harness its power. Arch-wizards, emperors, gods. It would tear you apart. The archdevil Mephistopheles snatched up the crown and squirreled it away in one of his vaults. He is not more than a frigid archivist. So much power and potential kept inert. He made a miracle into a museum piece. I raged, but only for a decade or so. Then I waited, ever watching for more than 1,000 years, for a mistake, a mishap, a misadventure. And these chosen, who have caused you so much trouble accidentally, did me a favor. They brought the crown back into play. Yes, it does. Especially when I see what a bloody mess they've made of their whole scheme. They must have raided Mephistopheles' vault. Impressive, I must admit. But they'll be dead soon. If you don't kill them, the Elder Brain will. It doesn't have feelings in the way you'd understand them. But it seems rather angry. It is inevitable. When you destroy the brain, and you will because you must, the crown will be yours for the taking. And when that moment comes, you give the crown to me. In exchange, I give you the hammer now.
A simple transaction, it seems, but it's more than that. He's offering you an alternative to the mind flayer in your head. Take Raphael's deal and you could free Orpheus. With Orpheus free, you would have no need to rely on the Emperor. But there's no guarantee that Orpheus would be on your side. And if you take the deal, you'll have to fulfill it. You'll have to deliver the crown of Kisx to the devil himself. He claims his ambition is to unite the Hells, but can he be trusted to stop there? Do you trust him more than you trust the Emperor?
How short-sighted. Much better to put it into the right hands. Hands that will ensure it is removed from this world. And it's the only way you can ensure that you remain part of this world.
What? You can't be serious.
Right here. You'll find everything is in order. The moment I have your signature, you will have the means to free Orpheus. The hammer. You guarantee the crown will be mine once the brain is defeated, and I swear that I will never use the crown to dominate a mortal. I will come to collect. If you refuse to give me the crown, I collect your souls instead. And then we all gather in the House of Hope. Me dressed in my finest silks, you skinless, hanging from a hook to watch as your world dies. Perfect. One more rhyme, for old time's sake. The master was slain within his own house. They dined on him both, the cat and the mouse. The hammer is yours. You will find yourself in Orpheus's presence before the end comes. When you do, shatter the chains that hold him. Be sure to keep the hammer safe until then. Your survival depends on it. And I'll keep your contract safe in my house of hope. I'll be seeing you, and when I do, we dine.
The ink has barely dried, yet you feel a growing disquiet at what exactly you just signed. Perhaps a diabolist can offer some comfort, or a way out. For a devil's bargain is a hard one to break.
In here I thought you had half a brain. How wrong I was. You signed a deal with Raphael. What were you thinking? Because why would a devil ever lie to you? What if you change your mind about giving him the crown? What if you decide that giving Raphael dominion over the Hells is a bad idea? And anyway, do you really expect him to keep his word? You think he'll stay far away from you forevermore, or will he come knocking again and again and again? As long as he has that contract, he owns you. I won't allow that. We're getting that contract back. You heard him, right? It's in his God's awful House of Hope. We need to find a way in. I swore I'd never return to the Hells. But for your soul, I'll make an exception. Just this once. We need to find a diabolist. If we can find one worth their salt, they should be able to get us into that devil's lair. I'm getting in, getting your contract, and then I'm never setting foot in the Hells again.
There you are. I thought I'd lost you. Something was blocking me from hearing your thoughts. Me too. It's concerning that something could come between us like that. Especially when we are so close to the Elder Brain. you have any idea what it was? Then the situation is worse than I thought. If it read your thoughts, it knows exactly what your intentions are, and it is already plotting countermoves to stop you. We must press on. I will bolster your mental defenses. Let us hope that allows us to regain some of our lost advantage before it finds you.
Isn't it right? No, it isn't.
Maybe it will bring us closer.
You'll have to forgive me, but I'm struggling to understand why you'd agree to just hand over the crown. Especially for a bloody hammer. I'm glad to hear it. But you realize we can't just tell him we changed our minds. I promise you, whatever outcomes we're hoping for in this world-ending endeavor of ours, letting that devil get hold of the crown must not be one of them. No. What we should be pursuing is knowledge. We need to learn more about that crown. We should pay a visit to Sorcerer's Sundries. Their book collection is the envy of the Sword Coast. I'm certain the truth lurks somewhere on their shelves. The only kind I have? Ha! So I doubt they'll have any book.
Fate spins along as it should.
Dost thou require a new ally? Or mayhaps a resurrection instead? The girl could not bear thou, a breaker of promises. I told her the fate of her parents when the wind carried it to me. She has left this place to hew a new path. She left you a letter. Hast thou other business?
I brought my own paring knife. Now I just need some ingredients.
I put it on especially for you.
Another case closed, another bottle open! Huzzah to Valeria! Hang on a tick. I recognize that face. You were talking to Yanis after I left the temple. I'll bet she's put you up to something. Why must you busybodies insist on interrupting a perfectly good night? I know that look. You remind me of Devella. Fine! If you doubt my conclusions, out with it. What have you found? A Baal plot? You as well? Devella's been harping on about Baal for months. Fancies herself something of an expert. I assumed it was just a bunch of conspiracy codswallop and fear-mongering. But she's been unusually insistent about this one, even for her. Fine. I'll bite. What's your theory? No need to wave documents at me. I'm already drowning in paperwork as it is. Constable Devella is going to be a real pain in the trunk about this. Since you seem to be on an obnoxiously similar wavelength, why don't you seek her out? She'll be at the Elf Song Tavern. Show her the list, and I'll stay and inform the Fist here. Oh, and you'll need this pass. It'll give you access to the lower city. Well, what are you waiting for? You've bloody conspiracy to solve. Move!
I mean, to try.
In front of the other.
Soldier.
Always nice to be wanted.
Wonder if the gods are watching me.
We are not staying in a brothel.
Got private rooms. about the flop house? It has plenty of space.
It's a luxury.
What does it feel like?
Let's go to Calm's guys.
Give up a
She
kidney for a
has the
tour to
most
Steelwatch Foundry.
fabulous scent. It's perfect for a show.
Any of us would be so fortunate. I would. Imagine seeing her watch waiting too. First time. My heart flutters at the thought.
Need something? I've got the tools for any job. Whatever you're working on, hope that fixes it for you. Whether you're getting hammered or getting nailed, we've got the tool for the job.
Lord Portash is expecting you. Please make your way to the audience chamber. Lord Portash is expecting
I've got a long road ahead.
Please make your way to the Lord Portash is expecting you. Please make your way to the audience chamber. Lord Portash is expecting you. Please make your way to the audience chamber. Please make your way to the audience chamber.
Still alive, so that's progress.
Now here's someone who appreciates the finer things. Welcome, sir. Stop. Inhale through the nose. Hold. Exhale slowly through the mouth. Now you've just sampled some of Baldur's Gate's finest incense. Delicious, no? Aren't they just? You clearly have excellent taste. What can I do for you, sir? Everything alchemical from potions to poisons. Just do make sure you read the label before quaffing. Hmm? Be sure to savor each.
ahead.
Lord Gortash is expecting you.
Such a bargain.
Chamber. Please make your way to the audience chamber. Lord Gortash is expecting you.
No one back home will ever believe
To
this.
the audience chamber. Please make your way to the audience.
It must be accepted.
We'll tell them what happened, and we'll be home in no time.
Lord Gortash is expecting you. Please make your way to the audience chamber.
Before the fire started.
I don't know, dear. I don't know.
Let's see.
Lord Gortash is expecting you. Please make your way to the audience chamber.
This again.
The brain appears to be resisting its masters. It's acting of its own will.
I want to have a word.
Or for us.
Lord Gortash is expecting you.
I'm not sure I believe.
If it isn't little Will's chums. I hope he hasn't been too much trouble. Heard about his father. The Dead Three's puppet. A travesty, really. He's upstairs in Worm's Rock, ordaining Gortash as Archduke. A splendid shindig, I hear. Perfect for crashing. Go on up. We'll talk after. And bring the pup along, if you can. I'd hate for him to miss the fun.
Raven Guard's a hero. Elturel would still be stuck in the hells if it weren't for him. Have you seen the tieflings at the Southgate? Elturel's exiles, cast out by the rings.
It's more than that.
Lord Gortash is expecting you. Please make your way to the audience chamber.
Go on up. Pay Gortash a visit. A fate to remember, I guarantee.
Lord Gortash is expecting you. Please make your way to the audience chamber. Lord Gortash is expecting you. Please make your way.
To be so cynical. Not as exhausting as all that boot kissing you've been doing.
Lord Gortash is expecting you. Please make your way to the audience chamber.
Archduke of Baldur's Gate. Never thought I'd live to see the day.
Lord Gortash is expecting you. Please make your way to the audience chamber.
Bruff's babbling, no time to talk.
Flaming Fist Barracks. Authorized personnel only.
What? Oh, what are you doing in here?
You notice the gnome slip a lockpick into his pocket.
You're not a fist. Go on, get out, or I'll wake the others. Gods, I hope they haven't put up the prices again. That ferry's my last chance out of here. Bakshi's got to have something that'll cover the rest of my fare. How do you know about that? Did those crooks down the dock send you? I told them I'll get the money in time. Not my fault they're charging triple. Take your money, my ass. You haven't heard? An army is coming. They're saying it's unstoppable. My wife said we have to stand and fight, and I can't. I won't. I'm not made for this. Really? You'll just give it to me? Look. Hidden up on the roof, you'll find all the stuff I stole. You can have it. Thank you. I'll never forget this. Never.
Bet I can crack that open. Just want a little look.
Waiting around. I'll take it. I should never have left Crookwood.
Not up for trading today, I'm afraid.
Waiting around. I can't take it.
Time to press ahead. Never wanted the easy path.
Please make your way to the audience chamber.
Hell, only to trap them in another.
Lord Gortash is expecting you. Please make your way to the audience chamber.
Ravengard is a charlatan, like every last patriarch of this wretched city.
Please make your way to the audience chamber.
No traps, please.
stop me yet. Is that blood? No, never mind. Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
Better be cautious. Right tool will do the trick.
Let our walls be girded with steel.
Can't slow down. Cursed to put my hands on everything.
An all-conquering force. We must not stand idle as burns the city to ash.
Out of sight, out of mind.
I will not mire us in endless red
These
tape.
boots have seen everything.
A true
This is a restricted area. Time to explain yourself, or this guard will be restricting you to a cell.
You've been granted free passage. What you...
Wonder if the gods are watching me.
This is a restricted area. Time to explain yourself, or this guard will be restricting you to a cell.
This way.
Waiting around. I can't take it.
Please make your way to the audience chamber.
I don't know. Better get to it. All we can do is be patient.
Lord Gortash is expecting you. Please make your way to the...
Let's move. Don't give me trouble now.
What am I to do? No time to waste.
Can't give up now. Best be on my way.
The guard prepares to attack. Fugitives.
Still on my feet.
What's next, I wonder? Let's try this way.
Phew! Soldier.
Lord Gortash is expecting you. Please make your way. Lord Gortash
What is it?
expecting you. Please make your way to the audience chamber.
Looks like a trap there.
Time to dance.
At least things have stayed interesting. Can't keep me out. On my way.
Lord Gortash is expecting you. Needs some.
Calm down, please.
Don't like it.
Please make your way to the...
Sorry, these dukes are working me to the bone.
Generals and dukes. We're not even pawns, just dust on the board. What happens
Lord
next is out of our
Gortash
hands.
is expecting you. Please make your way to the audience chamber.
Looking ahead. Moving in.
Lord Gortash is expecting you.
What's up for discussion?
Make your way to the audience chamber.
You'll always have a warm welcome in Cloakwood, stranger. I promise. I should never have left Cloakwood. All this waiting around. I can't take it. I should never have left Cloakwood.
Should mind my step. Very well.
Just waiting around. I can't take it.
Don't waste a step.
Spoke to a witness who says you entered the house before the fire.
Lord Gortash is expecting you. Please make your way to the audience.
Yaha! Let me at it.
It's more than that. The way they look at you, judging you. I don't like it.
Let's march!
No time to rest. What path lies before me?
Is expecting you.
It's got private rooms, music, and all-round pleasant folks.
Brothel, pleasure house, den of decadent delights. Confusing me for a member of staff.
I'd probably break his nose. Good boy.
Fascinating.
Still breathing, despite everything.
Seems simple enough. Our readers will be outraged.
North Worms Crossing, South Rivington.
This is front page material.
North Worms Crossing, South
great headline.
Rivington.
Are they going to arrest us?
Let's rehearse this one more time. Pretend I'm a fist and tell me what you were doing in the house.
I can't really glaze that pig's the eye. He wasn't even hurt.
We broke down the door.
That's why nothing's gonna happen to us.
You're not being paid to like is expecting you.
If I were you, I'd focus on my own job.
to do?
Leave the care watchers to theirs.
Lord Gortash is expecting you. Please make your way to the audience chamber.
just nothing left. And you want to take that from us?
Moving ahead.
Is missing. Forgive me. What was her name?
You asked me to come here.
Yes. I mean, no. I mean...
About time. The Manip assured me a builder would come around a 10-day ago, and... Hold it. You're not the builder. Which means I've got no use for you. Hooligans at the Mermaid have been using my shutters for target practice. And that's not the half of it. I've had to replace the same window 3 times now, not to mention the mess they've made of my front door. Now either you learn to fix my broken shutters, or you wag your tongue elsewhere.
I've told you about 8 times now.
Is missing.
Yes, my daughter Vanra.
Forgive me.
How many times do I need to say it? You sent word about a lead, said that I should come see you about it.
Of course, madam. Let me just... Forgive me. Why are you here?
Is this some kind of sick joke? Do you have any idea what I've been through these past few days? My daughter Vanra, my little girl, she's missing. This stupid, useless fist said she had a lead, but she must have been stuck in Dream Mist or something.
Madam, tell me. You said... she was... taken from a tavern?
Yes, the blushing mermaid down by the docks. I told you 100 times. Why aren't you listening?
Excuse me, citizen, but if this is a criminal matter, it's my business, not yours. Now, madam, if you'll just tell me why you're here, I'll take down the details.
What is happening? I feel like I'm going mad. Her name is Vanra. She's 7 years old and has red hair, like me. We were in the Blushing Mermaid when she was taken. Just up by the docks. No, unless you count a couple of old drinking mates at the next table. But they'd be no help. They barely remember their own names. I was sober though, I swear. I stop in the maid for a drink sometimes. But it was only a quick one. Of course. The front of house, Bosun Gannet was there, and the owner of the Blushing Mermaid, Captain Grizzly. Neither lifted a finger to help me look. It was awful. Thank you. I'll head home. Can't stand being around these idiots any longer. Come find me the moment you hear anything.
see what this does.
Cooking as fast as I can. Those fists have got bottomless bellies, I swear.
That might be worth a look.
I'm way too big.
Do what must be done. Work to be done.
A new client? What a thrill. For you? Laterally? Some call me the Great Collector. Others, the Merchant of Mysteries. But you, my friend, you can call me Skiffle. Step up and marvel at the spectacular wonders on offer. Brilliant. Eddie.
Let's get going.
Let us show them how it's done.
Never a dull moment. These boots have seen everything. much farther can I go?
Quietly.
All's well that ends not as bad as it could have.
Oh my, you found me. I need to concentrate. Need to tread softly.
I can't waste any more time. Best be on my way. One day I'll catch a break.
What's this? A heretic in our midst? Your death, in the Dreadlord's name.
Forward.
No choice but to keep going.
Let's cook with fire, baby. In position.
From here.
What must be done?
Ready. On the move.
Nothing will stand in my way. Better not be cursed. With haste. Something good here, I hope. well, in it.
At the ready. All right. What now?